And so you can't touch any of my
Yes, sir, I can. Don't tell me what I can't do, please.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I've got a video for you from Judge Baker in Texas. And this one gets wild. I'll let you guys watch.
We are live on the record in cause number 25-04-06184. This is a petition to establish the parent-child relationship and petition and suit affecting the parent-child relationship, acknowledgement of paternity. This was filed by the Attorney General's office April 21st of 2025. All the parties are here on Zoom today. This is a remote proceeding, and I am sitting outside of Montgomery County, Texas, pursuant to the Texas Family Code, section 201.1045. And I find nobody has objected to proceeding this way. Mr. Crowell, can you unmute and state your full name for the record, please?
Say my what for the record? I'm sorry, ma'am.
Your full name.
Sean McAvoy Kroll Jr.
Thank you. And ma'am, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Yes, Jody Rochelle Mayshaw.
Okay, thank you. And you're formerly Blake?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you legally change your name?
Yes, I was adopted.
Recently?
No, whenever I was a baby.
Okay. And so Blake is completely wrong. It's been wrong since you were an infant.
That was my biological father's last name, and then whenever I got adopted, I got my name changed.
So you have a social security card and your birth certificate with the new name?
Yes.
Okay, can you spell your new name?
Yes, ma'am. Last name Mashaw.
Okay. And the acknowledgement of paternity has Mashaw on it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Interesting. Okay. Can you please both raise your right hands to be sworn in? Do you each solemnly swear that any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You may lower your hands. And counsel for the Attorney General's office, please identify yourself.
Curtis Collum. A few housekeeping items. I am an associate judge, so you do have the right to a de novo hearing before the referring court regarding decisions I make. Also, even though you're in your homes, you are in court, so please act like you're in the courtroom. And that includes using civil tones, treating each other with respect. Generally, one person will speak at a time, and one of you will be asked questions at a time by the Assistant Attorney General. If you're not that person being asked questions, unless you have a legal objection, please don't answer or interrupt the person answering. You'll both be given a chance to be asked questions, and at the end, you'll both be given a chance to speak since you don't have counsel representing you to ask you questions specifically. So feel free to take notes so you don't forget anything, but please don't just yell things out. I do want to hear them, but in a timely fashion and an orderly fashion. And then lastly, I'm not with the Attorney General's office, so things you've said to them or given to them, they can't just give that information to me, and they don't. It's an ethical violation. So you're probably going to be asked questions that you've already discussed. Please just answer them to the best of your abilities, because that's how I've learned about the case. And I guess, Mr. Collum, I think you said there were no agreements? That's correct.
Okay. Is there an agreement about paternity for the one child?
It is my understanding that there is an agreement that Mr. Crowell does acknowledge that he is the biological father of Sean III. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You've been offered the opportunity for DNA testing, and you've indicated you do not need it.
No, sir, I do not.
Okay.
And you also agree, sir, that you signed that acknowledgement of maternity regarding Rose and that she's your daughter as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So they agree on those issues.
Yes.
You may proceed, Mr. Kellum.
All right, Your Honor. I would call Miss Mashaw first. Ma'am, how many children are involved in this case?
I have 2 children with Sean.
All right. How old is Rose?
Rose, she is 8 years old now.
And how old is Sean the third?
4.
All right. And who do the children live with?
They live with me and my father, Kenneth Mayshaw.
All right. And did you and Mr. Crowell live together after the children were born?
Yes.
What was the date of separation the last time?
March the 12th of 2022.
All right. And why did y'all separate?
Due to Sean putting his physically assaulting me and threatening me and my family with their.
All right. Were there any other episodes of where there was some family violence?
Yes.
And just briefly explain what those incidences involved.
Excuse me.
What it was involved? What happened?
He has PTSD from being in the Army, and he would consume alcohol, and it would make him very aggressive and violent. And that would consist of
Hello?
yelling. I'm sorry, yelling and putting his hands on me, like me, grabbing me, and in some instances, me. He's physically assaulted me whenever I've held our children.
When was this approximately?
This was after Rose was born. I had to move back home. I was living in Lubbock with Sean. I had to come home to Conroe and separate from him.
All right, I'm asking time periods, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Approximately
Yes, sir.
when was this? Was it like from when did it start and when was until y'all separated? At least give me some time
It
frame
was
there.
in 2018 whenever this happened. And then the last time he physically assaulted me was 2 weeks before March 12th.
Okay. Were the police ever called?
No. Whenever
Yeah.
I came and collected my things from the house, the police were notified and called to be on standby.
All right. Did you ever file any charges?
No.
Okay. Since y'all's date of separation on March 12, 2022 to the present, has Mr. Cromwell had any in-person visitation with the children?
He came to Conroe and tried to get me to come back, but I did not want to. And that was the last time we saw
It's a
him.
blatant lie. A lot of what she's saying is a blatant lie.
So remember what I said about not interrupting and not speaking out?
Yes.
I do want to hear your side, but right now I'm listening to her. You can't just yell out like that.
Well, I don't have an attorney, so I said objection though. Is that okay? I mean, I'm not.
Say objection loud or don't say the other stuff. Okay, what is your legal objection, sir?
Relevancy to the case.
Overruled.
Ma'am, that means that you can answer. All right. So did he specifically have in-person visits with the children after you separated?
No.
All right. What type of visitation, if any, are you asking the court to award Mr. Caldwell?
Supervised visits.
All right. Are you asking that be through a program like Access Bill's children, or are you talking about that be supervised by some individual you know?
Either or. I would like, somebody like a police officer or something along that lines.
So you're asking for an official supervisor of some type.
Yes.
Just so you're both aware, police don't usually perform that role. They have jobs that they have to do, and this is not one of the assigned duties. I know that you can pay to have people like police to like help with events, but I don't know that I've ever heard of anyone paying a police officer to monitor visits, although it's possible. I don't know if you've looked into that though. You may proceed, Mr. Cullum.
All right. Ma'am, have you and Mr. Cromwell been communicating regarding this case?
No.
All right. Because of the incidents that involve, are you asking that the court find that there's been family violence?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Are you asking the court to find that there was family violence?
Yes.
Wait. All right. And are you asking for a non-disclosure where you don't have to provide your address and phone number?
Please.
Or your work address or phone number? And you and I did discuss the requirement for an email, and you're okay with providing an email that can be in the court's order.
Yes.
Are you asking that there be some type of app that you and Mr. Cromwell be required to communicate through?
Yes.
All right, all right. And I discussed with you app closed. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. And do you have any plans to move out of the location or area, meaning the county in which you live in now?
No, sir.
Now, since you and Mr. Cromwell separated, has Mr. Cromwell provided you with any support for the children?
Yes, $250 a month.
All right. And that was from the date of separation until this month?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided you with any other support for the children?
No, sir.
Do the children have any type of medical coverage?
Not at the moment.
All right. Are you attempting to obtain any type of medical coverage?
Yes.
And what is that?
Medicaid.
All right.
Medicaid.
Okay, I heard you. I'm sorry. I'm looking at other questions on here. Are you asking for any retroactive support?
Am I
Back
asking?
support. Most people call it back support. Are you asking for retroactive support?
Yes.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
I would call Mr. Cromwell.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. And what county are you living in?
Lubbock, Texas.
All right, so to your knowledge, you would have to travel for any visitation that you conduct.
Of course, if
All
I
right.
chose to do so.
All right.
Sir, I didn't quite hear you. I don't know if you're just far from.
If I choose to do so.
Okay.
If I
Are
choose
you
to
at-
visit, I'm saying if I choose to visit, sir, because the situation doesn't allow me to visit.
Are you asking for visitation?
No, I'm not. No, sir, I am not. Excuse me.
All right. There was also testimony that you'd been providing Miss Marshaw with $250 a month. Do you agree with the figure?
Yes, sir.
Did you provide any other support to Miss Marshaw for the children?
No, sir.
All right.
There's reasons behind it, though.
Do you have any type of health or dental insurance available for the children?
Not at the moment because I'm only 70% disabled. My percentage is 70%, but I'm paid at 100% because I'm permanently and totally disabled due to my unemployability.
All right, so let's go to that. When you say that you're unemployable and you're at 70%, what type of benefit are we talking about? I guess what I said, is this a federal benefit?
This is my benefits for serving in the military, and for having PTSD because of it.
So is this is VA disability?
Yes, and it's my only income, and I'm unemployable.
Okay. Was this service connected?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And when did your disability benefit start? Do you remember?
It would have been not at the rate that it is now. Like, I'm 70% disabled through PTSD, but I'm paid at 100%. I've been being paid at 100% for 2021 sometime. I would guess.
Okay.
I'm really not too sure. 2021, when we were still together, me and Jody.
All right.
I remember when it was when I got back from vacation and stuff. I just don't remember that day. It was literally the
That's
day
fine.
right when
That's
she
fine.
started crying, and I was like, "Stop crying, babe. We have $12,000 in the bank."
Okay. All right. So
Vividly.
do you receive any benefits for the children?
Yes, and I already paid that forward. I pay her more.
Hold on. Listen.
$36 more. I'm answering your question, sir. I pay her $36 more a month than what's called for, than what I'm giving from the VA. I pay her more money than what I'm
All right.
giving.
Well, since you wouldn't let me ask you, sir, that's what we're trying to get to. What is the amount that you receive for the children?
Give me one moment, sir. I had this last time. Give me a moment to find that real quick. It only takes a second though. It can be found by anybody, anywhere. I'm paid at 100%, and then add 2 dependents. It's there for everyone to see on the VA website.
And I'm
But,
asking you, this is your benefit.
I don't know
Sir,
the
I'm
exact.
gonna- sir, I just want you to know, I'm not allowed to do independent research. I'm not supposed to. So even though I probably could Google this and figure it out, I'm not technically allowed to. So the only way I get this information is by somebody asking you and you answering the question. So I'm sorry that it's laborious and over, maybe you can look at me then, but this is the only way I can get the information to make a ruling in your case. Thank you.
That's fine. Actually, ma'am, I would like to ask for motion, ask for this case to be dismissed because it's unlawful. I'm just gonna jump right into that actually, instead of defending myself this way, because this is totally unlawful. It's fraud, and that attorney knows it, or he should know it because he's a lawyer. He should know the law, and it is against the law what he's doing. It's fraud, and this will be taken to federal court.
The state's response, Your Honor, is the U.S. Supreme Court in Rose versus Rose, 481 U.S. 61919.
That's fraud. That's fraud right there because you used Rose. Because you used Rose specifically for that, it's fraud, and it's on you now, dude. I can read it out to you. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm not used to being in court for things. I'm not trying to be disruptful, but I know for a fact that's unlawful and fraud, and it's against the law and federally.
Hold on.
Disability cannot be.
Okay, I know.
One moment, ma'am, you have to participate in the hearing and not having a side conversation. This is important what's happening right now.
Okay, sorry, man.
Okay, we can't have everyone talking at once because the recording's not going to catch anything. Okay.
And also Texas Family Code Section 154.062B5 specifically states that service-connected VA disability is included as income.
In court, you need to come on.
Your Honor, may I add something?
You may.
Yes, ma'am.
Please keep them in the house.
I have U.S. Code 38, Section 5301, Veterans
You're
Benefits.
coming in and out. I did not hear that.
Yes, ma'am. United States Code 38, Section 5301. Under veterans benefits and non-assignability and exempt status of benefits, this hearing should not proceed because the claim is not valid and should not proceed any further. And it's there. There's a whole. This proceeds anything. It supersedes anything. That's. Let me just read it to you, ma'am. I'm sorry. The section shall prohibit the collection by set off or otherwise out of any benefits payable pursuant to any law administered by the Secretary and relating to veterans, their estates, or their dependents of any claim of the United States or any agency thereof against any person other than the indebted beneficiary or the beneficiary's estate, or any beneficiary or the beneficiary's estate exempt amounts due to the United States by such beneficiary or the beneficiary's estates by reason of overpayments or illegal payments made under such laws, illegal payments. Laws to such, excuse me, sorry, beneficiary or the beneficiary's estate or the beneficiary's dependents as such. If the benefits referred to in the preceding sentence are insurance payable by reason of yearly renewable term insurance, United States government life insurance, or national service life insurance issued by the United States, the exemption provided in this section shall not apply to indebtedness existing against a particular insurance contract upon the maturity of which the claim is based, whether such indebtedness is in the form of liens to secure unpaid premiums or loans or interest on such premiums or loans, or indebtedness arising from overpayments of dividends, refunds, loans, or other insurance benefits. That's just one little subsection of this entire page of going down the reasons of why this supersedes everything else. No veteran benefits can be used, period, for any reason whatsoever, other than the dependent that I'm given for the children, which I already give, and then some. There's nothing that can be allotted to them, because even if I had those children for myself, the reason being, like the rationale behind that is because if I were to get custody of the children, if they were to come back to me, I would get paid no more money than I'm already giving Jody right now, and I'm giving her more than I'm supposed to give her. The money I'm giving for my kids, what I would pay for them, I give to Jody and then some. That's the reasoning, that's the rationale behind this code right here. This current as of January 1st, 2020. And I'm sure there's more current ones. This is just where I pulled this from. It's current as of January 1st, 2024. And I'm not going to read it all off to you if you want. But it's really long. And it's United States Code 38, Section 5301. Under veterans benefits, and it's titled non-assignability and exempt status of benefits. For 30 years.
Let me know when you're finished, sir, so I can respond.
Yes.
Are you
Sorry.
finished?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Crowell is correct as far as I cannot issue a wage withholding order to take funds out of his VA disability benefits. However, by law, it can be considered and is considered income. If Mr. Crowell fails to pay any child support ordered by the court, it can and will be taken into consideration on whether he's actually in contempt and could possibly go to jail for non-payment. Everything he's read about is what talks about either wage withholding or liens, and he's correct, I can't put those on there, but it's still income.
So you can't touch any of my
Yes, sir, I can. Don't tell me what I can't do, please.
Okay, sir, you can argue your point. However, the family code specifically includes United States Department of Veterans Affairs disability benefits other than non-service connected disability pension benefits.
And
So this is, as far as I could tell, it was service related. And so that would come under the family code. Now, I'll admit I don't understand, or I haven't heard information about what you're getting or what she's getting, and that part I don't know yet. But I'm denying the request that the case be dismissed. I believe you were in the process of questioning Mr. Crowell, Mr. Collum.
Yes, Your Honor. I had asked him what he was receiving each month that was for the children through his VA disability. He was looking for that number. Sir, do you now have that number?
obviously I do not, sir.
All right. And you're receiving $4,080.29 a month from your VA disability?
What was that number? 4,000?
4080.29 a month.
Mhm.
That was a yes?
I'm not, I mean, I can verify it. I'm not just gonna say yes. But hold on here. Hold on here. Because I already know for a fact. Enforcement orders are null and void for constitutional violations of due process and lack of jurisdiction. Challenge void orders and proceed to misconduct claims against the attorneys who use fraud upon court based on rows. Violations of due process, ADA, HIPAA, HIPAA, and various state laws against discrimination will allow for this. This supersedes everything else. My benefits cannot be touched because it's all that I make. It's all that I have, and I'm unemployable. And I have my own bills, my own life, my own things going on.
We
If
are
you
not touching your funds, sir.
If you take money from me, I can't afford to pay for myself through life. It's all I have, and I'm unemployable. But I'll go ahead and say yes to whatever number you said. It's fine because the numbers are irrelevant.
4080.29 gross per month. Sir, do you have any other minor biological children?
Yes, I do.
All right. How many do you have?
One.
Does that child live with you?
Not yet. No, sir.
All right. Is that child younger than the two in this case?
Yes, sir.
All right.
He's not 1 year. He's only two months old.
All right, Your Honor. So any calculation would be 22.50% of his net.
0 of my net. Or we go to federal court, man. That's where this goes next. And you're literally.
That is your choice, sir. That is your choice.
So you have to file something. Have you filed anything?
He's committing fraud.
Okay.
This is for a fact. I know for a fact he's committing fraud.
All right, then take it to federal court, sir. That's not what's before the court today. Have
That's
you
up to
filed
you.
a suit right now?
Up to you. That's up to y'all.
Okay.
I don't have an attorney representing me, and I'm not accepting any kind of deals that you have to give me because I know for a fact the law says that you cannot take my money, so you can't just take my money from me.
That's a hearing, sir. There are no agreements in a hearing. The court will make the ruling.
What I'm saying is the law says that you can't take my money. You're saying that you.
Sir, I've denied your request to dismiss the suit. The law says you should support your children still, and you might be supporting.
I do.
Okay. So I need to hear evidence.
Specific amount for my children, and then I give that money to Jody already, ma'am.
Okay,
Sir,
sir, if you let Mr. Cullum ask you questions, sir, right now you're interrupting me. Do I need to pause this hearing so everyone can take a breath and we can calmly, professionally? I think we might, because if you keep interrupting, I'm going to do that.
I don't know what.
You need to listen to the questions and answer them. At this point, I've heard you say you're supporting them already, but I've yet to hear details or understand how. You might be. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying we need to continue the hearing so I can understand what is and isn't getting paid to Ms. Shaw.
She already said 250, ma'am, and that's more than I'm giving for the children. I give her more money out of my money.
Let Mr. Cullum ask you questions. At the end, I'm going to give you a chance to speak to cover anything he does not cover. But you have to follow the court's rules, and these are the court rules. We start with testimony. So, Mr. Cullum, if you can continue to ask him questions, and sir, please know you will be given a chance to speak at the end.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, he is correct. I already asked him about the $250 a month, and he admitted that. And I think Ms.
So what is that?
Shaw.
What I don't understand, and I'll let you both know, is that like what is that? Is that something that's being given specifically for the children from the government? Is it like an allotment? Like, I don't know what it is. I don't have a breakdown before me. Where are they basing that number from? What he said he's giving her more than what the government's giving her. So I'm not following all that, just so you all know.
It's my dependency pay, ma'am. My dependency pay per child, I give her that. I per dependent, I add the two together and then I round it up to 250. It's only like 216, or I'm not even sure the exact number. I just know that I give her $30-something more than what I'm supposed to, $36 more than I'm supposed to, and I give her 250. So that would leave me with 14, right? Yes, ma'am. So it should be 214 a month that I give her, but I give her 250. And that's what I'm giving directly for the children, ma'am.
I have no other questions, Your Honor. I pass the witness.
The state does not represent either of you. I'm going to give you both a chance if there's anything additional you'd like to say. Ms. Michaud, is there anything additional you'd like to say?
Yes, that Sean Kroll III is his son. He was there at the hospital whenever.
Okay, I don't believe anyone's disputing paternity, ma'am. Is there anything you'd like to say about any of the issues in dispute?
So there's no way for a DNA test.
Are you requesting a DNA test? Is someone denying that he's the father?
I don't think she understands.
He's denying that he's the father.
I'm not denying that I'm the father. I am the father. I'm saying that I'm going to continue paying the money that I already paid, Jody.
Okay.
I'm going to continue paying you what you are deserved. I'm going to continue doing that. It's no more than that, because that other money is for me to survive. And it's all that I have.
Do you think Rose deserves to feel like her dad doesn't want her?
I didn't put her in that situation. You did. And we're not supposed to be at this. Are we supposed to be doing this?
I have no more questions.
Okay. You don't have any questions for Mr. Crowell?
No.
Mr. Crowell, do you have any questions for Ms. Michaud?
No, I have a statement.
Okay, one moment. Okay, what is your statement, sir?
I just wanted to address that I didn't do any of those things that you said. There was one time I put my hands on her, and I admitted to that, and it was a month before she left. She didn't leave for that reason. And she had put her hands on me in the past when the cops were called, and she had to leave the house. And there's been times where she's ripped my clothes off, and I was trying to stop her from leaving drunk. And she like, no, that's a different occasion. Almost ran me over with a car. Oh no, it was the same occasion, excuse me. Ripped my clothes off of me to get the keys from me. She got the keys from me and then almost ran me over trying to get out. She's the one. I finally snapped because she betrayed me. And that's all I'll go into. I'm not going to try to slander her. She's completely lying about all that stuff. I've never hit on her. I've never threatened her family or anything. Her family has threatened me. The day my daughter was born, my daughter was going 500 miles away from me. And Jody made that decision. And within a month of it was like a couple months of my son being born, she's going back to the same place, 500 miles away. Twice she left. The first time, the day my daughter was born, and then like a couple months after my son was born. I can't even remember. It was years ago, and I can't talk to them because of her family. They told me they thought they were gonna have to kill me and hide me in the forest. And her brother-in-law almost. He hit me when I wasn't even looking. That guy that's right there with her right now, Josh, you need to let me blah, 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 that you can hear. That guy punched me whenever we weren't even fighting. And then while I was on the floor, he almost. And her family called CPS on us twice. Her family called CPS on us twice. And she continued to want to push me back over, keep me around those people. She lied about a lot of stuff. And I'm done with my statement. Sorry, but it's the truth.
Okay. Would you like to make a brief closing, Mr. Cullum?
I'll make a brief one, Your Honor. If the court finds, in fact, that there was family violence in this case, would be asking that Ms. Michaud be appointed as the managing conservator, Mr. Crowell as the possessory conservator. I would ask that
she assaulted me more than I assaulted her. I did it once, she did it multiple times.
So you're going to get a chance to say what you're asking for as well. Sir, you're going to get it. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out what people are even asking of me. So this is the state telling me what they're asking for. You're going to get a chance to let me know what you're actually asking for. And Ms. Michaud is going to get a chance to tell me what she's asking for. And then I'm going to think about all this for a moment. So Mr. Cullum, if you can continue, please.
Yes, Your Honor, I'd ask that there be a geographical restriction to Montgomery County or contiguous counties, that there be a finding of family violence, that the court grant a non-disclosure, that the court order the parties to get the app closed app and to communicate through the app closed. I also would request that if the court orders visitation for Mr. Crowell, that be through Access Bill's children. And as far as order Ms. Masha to apply for the Medicaid, order Mr. Crowell to pay $50 a month in a cash medical for the Medicaid. And of course, if the Medicaid is not granted, then it would apply to any of the 50/50 unreimbursed medical. I calculated child support using $50 cash medical and gross of $4,080.29. I calculated child support to be, I just had it. I came up with a net income of $3,455.89. Child support would be $766.33 a month. Would ask that start November 1st, 2025. And then as far as retro, you've heard the testimony, and I'd ask the court to decide whether the...
That's ridiculous, dude.
Sir, I'm going to give you a chance to respond. Please stop. Sir,
Like, it's just ludicrous. That's ludicrous, man.
And the court can decide whether there should be any retroactive support or not. Other than that, I have nothing else, Your Honor.
okay, Ms. Shaw, would you like to make a brief closing of what you're asking for?
I would just like a fair amount to be able to take care of my children. This is for them, you know, this isn't, I'm sorry, that y'all had to hear all of this today. And I have no other questions. I have no more statements.
Mr. Crowell, would you like to make a brief closing statement explaining what you're asking for of the court?
I just want to be left alone. And that's it. I can't even stand listening to her talk. It's such lies, dude.
I'm going to take a moment to look at this.
Fake crying, Jody.
We are back on the record in cause number 25-04-06184. This is the petition to establish the parent-child relationship and petition and suit affecting the parent-child relationship. Acknowledgement of paternity filed April 21st of 2025. Sean McAvey Crowell Jr. is still present. Ms. Jody Mashaw, written on the pleadings as Jody Blake, is present as well. Counsel remains Mr. Collum for the AG's office. Is there anything else anyone would like to say before I make my rendition?
State has nothing, Your Honor.
Okay, with no one saying they have anything else they'd like to say, I'm rendering now. I am establishing paternity for the child Sean McAvoy Crowell III, and establishing that Sean McAvoy Crowell Jr. is the father of Sean III, and I'm leaving the child's last name the same. Any changes? I'm ordering that Ms. Shaw is the managing conservator and Mr. Crowell is the possessory conservator of the two children in this case, with Ms. Shaw having the right to determine the primary residence of the children with no geographic restriction. I'm ordering visitation through ABC. I'm ordering that each party pay 50% towards each visit.
I'm sorry, Judge, can you repeat that?
I'm ordering visits through Access. It's Access, let me find the exact name for it. I always just call it ABC.
It's Access Builds Children, Your Honor.
Builds Children, okay. It begets, but it's not begets. Access Builds Children, with each party paying 50% to each visit. If you all don't sign up for it, though, you'll probably be kicked out of the program. They have limited spots, so I don't think they can indefinitely keep it on hold. Let's be aware of that. I'm finding nobody has access to private insurance at a reasonable cost or any insurance. Strange. So I'm ordering that Ms. Mishaw continue with a government medical plan and ordering that Mr. Curl pay to her cash medical support of $50 per month beginning November 1st, 2025. I am finding that the gross resources for Mr. Crowell are $4,080.29. I am giving him credit for one other child. And I'm ordering that Mr. Crowell pay to Ms. Mishaw child support of $766 per month beginning November 1st of 2025. I'm denying the request for back child support. I'm denying the request for a family violence finding.
Ma'am, how do I?
Sir,
You
please let me finish my ruling. I'm
just-
granting the request for non-disclosure for Ms. Mishaw's information, and I'm ordering the parties download and communicate through AppClose regarding the children, and I'm waiving any court costs. So the state's going to draft the order based on my ruling today, and they'll be sending it to you through DocuSign to review and sign off on. If you don't sign off on it, they'll be submitting it to me to review to make sure it matches my rendition. And that is the ruling. So the state, as I said, is going to be drafting it, and they'll be sending it to you shortly. Thank you all.
The parties can be released, Your Honor. I think I'll have sent to them as soon as I can get it ready.
So you're all free to go. There's a little leave button it's usually at the bottom. It might be at the top of your screen, and you can click it to leave the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Going federal court.
Okay, so I looked this up, so I understand that he is getting money for his son and his daughter. And if he gets money for his son and his daughter from the VA, why then can the state come in and say, well, no, you need to give 22.5%? Or whatever the number is, I'm not exactly sure. But how can the state come in and say, you know, what we say goes, what the VA says is, you know, they're just giving you a portion. And maybe that's it. They're just giving a portion. It just seems really weird that the VA would say, we'll give you this much money for the support, but the state says we want more than that. I'm sure that that is legal. I looked up the court case, and it does, the Supreme Court did affirm it, so it is legal to do that. Just doesn't seem right. But that's my opinion. And what was up with the AG? He was not nice. He was rude. I didn't understand why. You don't have to be. This is already contentious enough. You don't need to add to it. Anyway, that's what I noticed. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you another time.